Okay, what you're looking at here, sometimes I've referred to this as my universe. Um, that's kind of a misnomer because my universe includes things you couldn't show on this page. But what this is it's a map of the main rooms of my universe. And another way to describe this is it's a storyboard. So you see at the top, it says map, storyboard, decolonization, recolonization of my universe. And so these are essentially the main areas that I intend to go into my universe and decolonize and recolonize these particular rooms. And so I just wanted to describe its organization as a storyboard. So at the very top here, number one, you see deliverance. And that means that the theme and the ultimate purpose or the plot, the storyline of the movie Colonized is one of subjugation and deliverance. And deliverance also has reference to this. Is also, I call this my miracle room, because that's the argument, is that there's miracles happening in my story. And then the second row, number two, is important because the best stories are often built from stories of others. So you see the term I use, scripts yours. That is a play on words, of course, referring to scriptures. And scriptures, ancient writings and prophecies and so forth, are often the substance, or at least a touchstone for writing your own story, and so other people's stories. So you see it says up here, I gather heavenly scripts from their story. And then you see below it says on the third row, to help me tell my story in a heavenly way. Okay, so how can I tell my story in a heavenly way? Well, I look at heavenly scripts. People have used high glory or big, grand stories. So that's what scriptures are. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are elements or expressions of scriptures in a wider sense. So when we think of scriptures, we often think of canonized, the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Quran. But scriptures are God's word, so his words may be found in anything that's lovely or good report or praiseworthy. That is, that the things upon the earth that he puts, he actually might put them in a movie. And so the hunt is on to find those things and to go into my rooms and gather those things together that give me a script to live by, so I can liken myself to the words of. So scriptures does refer to the canonized works, but it also can include things like my favorite movies, number 3, number 4, my favorite songs, my favorite books, written by other people. So that's their story because they wrote them. And then number 8 is also their story, which is a news feed. So one way, a major way we get now our scripts is through the news. And the news, I'm thinking of this broadly, but basically it's when people send us a newsletter or you turn on the TV or the internet, they're feeding us their view of the world, their scripts about, and those scripts, as they come into our lives, into our universe, give us their story. This is how they see us, but it may not be how we want to be seen or how we actually believe it. It might not be the truth. So this particular room, the news feed, is for me to create. I'm going to decolonize and recolonize that room so that it reflects what I regard as news. So you see that the new is in parentheses, because a lot of things that we are being fed aren't really news. They're not applicable to us. They don't renew us. They don't add information to us. So that would be number 8.